Hello, everyone. Welcome to Driven Life with Wanangwa. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch this video today, and thank you so much for taking the time. And I believe that the word that I'm going to share with you today will be a blessing to your lives. So, without me wasting much time, let's just dive right into it. So, today I'll be sharing on the topic: do not grow tired of waiting. So, let's go to Matthew chapter 25. From verse 1. The Bible says, "At that time the kingdom of heaven will be like this. Once there was 10 young women who took their lamps, oil lamps, and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and the other 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any extra oil with them, while the wise ones took containers full of oil for their lamps. The bridegroom was late in coming, so the women began to nod and to fall asleep." Now, I want us to understand something today. These are women. The Bible tells us that 5 of them were foolish and 5 of them were wise. And the reason why their levels are different was in the differences in how they prepared. So the variations in their preparation determined whether they were foolish or wise. What you would notice is that the wise ones over prepared, while the foolish ones only prepared with their presumption of how long the bridegroom would take to come. So they didn't think they would need more oil for this time of waiting. Now, what you will notice is that the bridegroom delayed in coming, and because of that, all the virgins began to fall asleep because they grew tired. And then afterwards, it was announced that the bridegroom had arrived, and then the foolish ones realized that they had run out of oil, while the wise ones had oil in reserve. Okay, so what I want us to understand tonight is that you need to come to a place as a person where you understand sometimes breakthroughs don't happen when you want them to happen. Sometimes it takes long for you to experience what you've been believing God for. Sometimes that opportunity may not come when you desire it to come. But my message to you now is that no matter how long it takes, do not fall asleep. Do not grow tired of waiting. Do not grow tired of believing for things to get better. Don't grow weary in the times of your opportunity. I know it takes longer sometimes, but eventually it will happen. So you need to come to a place where you understand that no matter how long it takes, you cannot give up. So what you will notice is that the foolish ones, they didn't prepare for any emergency circumstances. They didn't have a contingency plan. But the wise ones over-prepared. I want you to understand this. The things that you're believing God for, the times of your opportunity will come sometimes when you least expect it. So you can't be a person who only is only so good at what you do in a time when you anticipate the opportunity coming. What if the opportunity comes in a time when you don't expect? Will you be found prepared? This is why no matter how long that interview takes, no matter how long it takes for you to have your first interview, you have to stay ready. You cannot be a person who is waiting to say, when the opportunity comes and I know about this, when I'll begin to get. Stay ready. The people who are always prepared are the ones who perform the best. Now, apart from these things that where you're believing for opportunities and breakthroughs and all that, but also in your walk with God, you need to stay consistent. You cannot fall asleep. You don't know the times and seasons. This is why I've seen so many people who have been walking with God for more than 5 years, and all of a sudden they begin to entertain things in their lives, things of the flesh. And I'm like, how you've invested so much in your walk with God. How can you now begin to lose sight of the vision? How can you now begin to lose grip of the mission? Why are you allowing the devil to take advantage of you? Why are you succumbing to the times that we're living in? Why are you succumbing to the pressures of culture? Why are you succumbing to the flesh now after years of faithfully living for God? It's not the time to give up now. This is not the time to fall asleep. This is not the time to grow weary in well-doing. This is not the time. You've invested too much to do that. Understand this. You have invested 4 years of college study. You cannot give up. You cannot give up. It will wake up. The breakthrough will come. Don't give up. I want you to understand these things today. You don't have the option of quitting. No, you don't. We will not let you. We will not let you. And it's my prayer, as a matter of fact, right now, that God would arrest you with an awakened zeal for your dream. Do not allow circumstances to kill the fire that is within you. Stay prepared. Stay on course. You have a long ways to go, but you will not give up. It says, stay ready while waiting. In Proverbs, the Bible says, you'll be a foolish son if you sleep in your day of opportunity. I want you to understand that you have a big thing that God is awaiting to deposit in your life. There is a future that you can believe God for. There are people that you will meet in your future. There are families that you will have. And they are all looking at you to say, what are you going to do now? You cannot stop believing for a better future for yourself. You cannot stop believing for things to work out. You cannot stop believing. You don't have that luxury. You don't have that luxury. You either give up on yourself or you do something about it. There's no other choice. If you give up on yourself, no one can help you. Come on, get up and begin to believe. You can't lose your fire now. Come, and this is one thing. I want you to listen to me very carefully right now. In your walk with God, your path has to move from one level of glory to another. You cannot be a person who starts on fire and retrogresses the rest of the way. No, you can't do that. You can be a person who has a testimony to say, when I came to Christ, I was so in love with God, but now things are not okay. Come on, that will not cut it. You need to begin to pick it up, to say, I want to do more. I want to do. What you're doing for God has to be more than what you were doing yesterday. Things have to progress. You cannot lose fire as you progress. You cannot lose oil as you progress. This is why the wise virgins taught them to say, the oil that we have is enough for us. But you have to go and buy your own. I'm telling you, some of these things that you can experience in God, there is a price to pay. And as you progress in God, you have to pay the price over and over again. You cannot stop paying it. And I'm telling you, a time is coming when you will not have the opportunity again to pay that price so that you can receive that oil again. There's a time that is coming that when you lose it, you have lost it for good. I'm not trying to scare you, but I want you to understand that you don't always have another opportunity. Stay ready so that when the opportunity comes, you don't miss it. Stay ready. This is my word for you. You have come a long way to give up on yourself now. You have to stay ready. There is so much potential in you. Come on. Come on. And it's my prayer for you right now. May the Spirit of God strengthen what was weak in you. Where you were about to give up, may God arrest your heart to rise back again. Beauty for ashes. May you rise back again. May you not give up because of what has happened in your life. I feel like the Spirit of God is telling me there is someone here, you're giving up because a relationship has ended. I want you to understand that you can't give up. Your life is worth more than one bad break. You can rise up again. Pick yourself up again. You have so much potential and you can do more for God. It's my prayer for you right now. Receive the grace in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you so much for tuning in and for allowing God to speak to your life. And it's my prayer that you will like, you will comment, and also you'll subscribe. Thank you. Keep on following Driven Life with Wanangwa. Until next time, see ya.